Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are unboxing Asuka Shikinami Langley from
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. Wow. What does he do?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably
From that really weird mecha anime that you saw maybe in the
very
90s.
obscure. Not a lot of people know about it.
Right? There's like 8 movies and 2 different universes.
And 27,000 figure variants of the 3 main characters. Is there one of the dad? What's his name?
of Shinji's dad?
Yeah, see, you were
Probably.
You were giving me a face like, oh, you don't know Shinji's dad's name?
Probably. I'm sure there's plenty of
There's
them out there. There's a lot of figures actually.
There's a billion Asukas and Reis and a couple Shinjis.
Yeah.
But, like, you would think of all of the variants they could have done. We saw that one Rei that was, like, huge. Like, she had her whole cockpit or whatever. It was, like, 1/6 or 5th scale or something.
Yeah. It was a kit, actually, that you assemble yourself.
Yeah.
The thing was bigger than this table. Like,
mean looking.
Yeah, it was like a 4-foot long box. The thing was crazy. It was like $700, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Anyway,
yeah.
that's not what we got. We
Sure.
got the new KOTOBUKIYA Asuka that... I don't know what the...
It's like O2 beta version of her, which is probably from one of the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the cool eye patch.
Yeah, and
she's
got a cool pose going on. She's on some kind of like rock cliff face thing happening down there.
Yeah, super cool figure. Honestly, like I don't know what the MSRP for this was, but we paid $88 for it, and online she's like $150 and up.
Yeah. It's crazy. She's not super old, but she's not super new either, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a great price.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Anime Jungle, which is where we picked this up from, they usually add their own saran wrap over just about every figure that they sell, which is for the best, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Keeps the box in great condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know who's buying these figures and not taking them out of the box, but that's a life you can live.
Yeah, fair amount of people. I kind of don't blame you. Sometimes I don't even want to take them out of the box, but that's not the case today. We're going to take her out of the box. So she's got quite a bit of seal here. It's a nice plastic box. It's not, there's no cardboard. It's very see-through. It'll definitely hold up to some wear and tear. Oops. It's a little, there we go. Don't know if there's tape anywhere else, but we'll find out. The box on the back just has the logo for the figure again. But do notice it says Evangelion 2020 on the front. So
yeah, it's a pretty new figure.
Newer.
It even says who sculpted it here. I don't know if you can read that right there. A lot of figures don't have that, and I actually think it would be cool to know.
Yeah.
Can you read that? I can't.
Sculpted by Sukuru Shirehige.
Okay.
Nice. And she's a 1/6 scale, so she's actually bigger. A little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Most figures these days come in at 1/7. 1/8 is a little bit
Right.
smaller, and then you start getting up into the like garage kit range, which is between like 1/9 and 1/12 is where 1/12 is the standard for the put them together yourself figures.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bend these back a little bit just for some range here. Oh, I see what that tape is. Okay. There's a little bit of tape on the back of the box, and I think it's a certificate.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like overlapping, so I was like, what is that? Oh no, her background is coming with her here.
Is there a background?
Yeah, well, kind of. It's like a mirror background.
Sure.
Solid, so you don't see like all this fun stuff in the back. Ooh, that is a strong smell coming out of there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, let's get the paper.
What paper? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's grab that. Oh, it's got... Here, we'll just take this whole thing because it's all...
Sure.
Oops, I keep bumping my mic.
Oh, yeah, that does
Yeah,
have
it's got a really strong smell.
Whew, that does have a strong smell. All right.
It's partly the background, and it's not her.
Oh, that
it's
feels...
the box.
That Too much of that will get you high or kill you, or both.
Yeah, okay. Super reflective background. And the instructions.
Really? She comes with a manual. Is she in that many pieces? No,
I don't think so. I think it's instructions of how to pose her joints.
Okay.
And then she has a helmet extra that came with her, which is really cool in my opinion. Carefully. I'm going to put this really smelly mirror background down here. Funny to note that the blister packaging around her face has a hole. Same with like where her hand is. Wow, this is cool.
Her Iron Man helmet.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to feel?
Sure.
Uh-oh. There's a little scratch on the paint there. It's okay. It's not something you would notice unless you looked up front. It looks like it got dinged a little bit. So
it is reflective.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Cool chroma flare finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty heavy duty, which makes me wonder about the lean of her because of the pose. It just makes me wonder if she's going to be sturdy enough to stay like that for a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced this with any of my figures yet, and I have some really weirdly posed figures that are pretty heavy. But some people do experience like lean and weird things like that, and the figure itself actually like starts to bend and stuff over time. Let's hope that's not the case. She's pretty hefty though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, never mind. She does smell.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a bit of a smell from possibly the paint. I don't know if any of the material that she was made out of is resin. I'm not sure, but she's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Her hair is like interestingly kind of transparent.
It looks nice. It has a good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Get up in there.
Yeah.
Her hair. I feel like this is a very high, especially for KOTOBUKIYA, which is not to say anything one way or another about them, but it can vary in quality. Definitely. She seems really good though. That's.
I like the very shiny, like glossy look that they went for her suit. But it's not like overly glossy. It's like a medium gloss.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Obviously shows that she's wearing the plug suit. As far as I'm seeing, there's really no paint flaws. Her face looks very accurate to me. Other people might not think so, but man, some of those faces do not look accurate at all for these particular characters.
Yeah, and I think she looks great.
Yeah, and that just depends on probably the time period that they came out, because again, since the 90s.
Good profile, too. Some figures look... There's her butt. Some figures look really goofy from the side, because that's just not the way they were supposed to be posed, but she definitely... again, her profile is actually very strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, her head doesn't look too small on her bigger body. The scale is very accurate.
Right.
I'm actually really happy with how big she is. It's really cool. I feel like in a smaller scale, you wouldn't be able to get all these little details on her suit. And, the way that the taping is, too, on her suit, it looks like that, really shiny duct tape. Which is on purpose.
She doesn't move, does she? Or does she? No. Okay.
No. It's just the instructions are for how to position.
Okay.
Her on this.
Gotcha.
On this thing that we're gonna have. I'm gonna set her down. Maybe on a bed of plastic. Open this up. This thing is cool. It's like Rocky / I think it's a face. Yeah. Of an Eva. It's like a little mini Eva statue.
Angle that guy up towards me a little bit.
He's a little smelly too.
Yeah, they're all probably a little smelly.
Yeah.
When do you know when this figure came out exactly?
I'm not sure.
She might not have been sitting on that shelf for very long. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
She might still have that new car smell.
Yeah, I can't tell if this is it might not be purposeful. There's some weathering on this figure, obviously, but there are a couple little weird scratches on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have happened, just maybe in transport, given that the blister pack was a little bit scuffed up. Really not that big of a deal, though, being he's already weathered, so it actually kind of adds to it in a way. Yeah, I'm not as picky about that.
That's
Yeah, it's a super cool stand. I'm a little worried about stability, just because he kind of wobbles a little bit.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he's kind of heavy in the weird places.
Maybe with their powers combined.
Maybe, yeah. So let's see here. Let me grab my handy dandy instructions.
Yep.
So just gonna put her leaning hand. There's no like divot or anything really, which is really weird. I wonder if she even locks in at all.
I think she just slides right on there.
Does.
Just a little bit of that. Yeah, and then her fingers kind of get in there. Sure.
Yep. Wow, I think I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
It looks right. It feels right. Like she feels like she is kind of molded to this in a way.
So the bottom of her foot could really, it doesn't, before I speak without thinking, does it have anything on the bottom of her right foot?
See. It's very easy to knock it over. On the bottom of her right foot?
Yeah, like any sort of, like that plastic stuff that was on the bottom of the Umi figure.
No, so there's no pegs or anything on this, which I'm very surprised about, actually. I thought there would be like a peg in her hand here because there's like a weird little hole divot in his head. There's not.
She just kind of delicately, and that's what the instructions say as well. She just kind of straddles that guy.
I think so. Right. They're in black and white and they're kind of blurry, so it's hard to see.
They're also, you forgot to mention, in Japanese.
If you took a picture, if you got the camera up here, yes, they are mostly in Japanese.
Okay.
Well, they are in English as well. It just doesn't really tell you much. It just says right hand position, left hand position.
Sure.
And then attach the helmet by latching it on the fingertip as shown in the image to the right.
Why don't you give that a try? I'm a little skeptical that works, but okay.
Me too. Okay, so this part is out.
Sure.
Like this. They show you like a ghost of where her fingers are supposed to go.
Okay.
Like inside.
There's no way. I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe. Sure. I don't know if that would help the balance or make it way worse.
Right. It kind of just...
I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere.
It kind of just hangs there. It's a really interesting free-form, like, figure pose. Is this how I had her?
Yeah. You got it. Just like, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess that probably helps her balance a little bit.
Maybe,
I would say give her a spin, but that may be literally impossible.
Right, like, because the base is so narrow compared to her. Let's just get all this stuff out of the way.
Yeah, why don't we just do our best, and
if
she tumbles, she tumbles.
Right. Cool.
Cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know what we really need? I did see somebody do this on a video the other day. A turntable. Not for maybe this, but like for some of the more bigger based figures, like flatter based figures. You could.
Sure, I'll see if it's in the budget.
Yeah. And I'm in pastry, so I'm like, I could use that for two things. I'm really not sure if the position of her left hand is proper.
I think there's divots for it, so I mean, yeah.
Not really. Like, I think it's actually just in the style. Right there, she seems to be the most stable. Mm-hmm. I'm just incredibly surprised that there are no pegs whatsoever for this figure.
It's cool. I mean, again,
it's cool.
She is. I can't emphasize this enough. She is a great looking figure. Mm-hmm. Like, if you were to only get one for Asuka, I don't know if there's a Rey that complements this.
I'm not sure. That's something I need to look up. I had my eye on two other ones that are small. They're kind of a chibi style that I really like. Sold out immediately, of course.
Cool. Yeah.
But if there's a complimentary one of Rey, I would probably get it as well.
From this set,
they
look great.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Look great.
KOTOBUKIYA did that, but yeah, those other two are the only two that I want as well.
Now, here's the real question. We paid close to what the real price is. I don't think she's worth $150 though.
I don't think she's worth $150, but if that's what she's going for right now, somebody clearly thinks it's worth $150.
I feel like the thing that's hiking up that price is I think she looks really great in the box. I think the worst thing about the figure is her stability, and you really can't fudge it. I mean, without putting something like on her foot, something like aftermarket, just to make sure she doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, like this entire, you'd have to. For me, what would make me feel comfortable is expanding the entire base, just to make sure they're both like
firmly on it. Yeah, I mean, we live somewhere where there can be an earthquake occasionally, and I'm really interested to know if Oscar's ready for that, or if she's just gonna be the first one to tumble over.
Sure, because she's literally not attached. This is like a really weird freeform figure, like, with her base, which is, I don't think we have any figures that are like this, where you just boop, pop it on, and it's not like pegged in or anything like that.
Yep, that's that KOTOBUKIYA charm.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we have a couple of figures by them, and they're just kind of a figure in a stand. So this is actually a really fun dynamic thing, although it does sacrifice stability and, I don't know, security.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, otherwise, like, she's a big figure.
Mm-hmm.
And as big as she is, she's actually pretty narrow.
Yeah.
Like, she saves you kind of a lot of space by not being super tall and also not being super wide at the base. So to get this for less than $90 is actually a steal, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think maybe when it came out, it might have been like $100, $120 figure. You have to also like account for the fact that maybe she's not in stock anywhere. And also, like...
We definitely took their last one.
Yeah, and also, like, the prices of figures right now are insane.
A little inflated.
So I feel good about it. It's a great figure. Everything feels solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than she might be a little wobbly on here. But she was clearly formed and made for this base, so interesting engineering here, I will say.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.